Hello, good morning, good morning. Teachable Tuesday. Teaching Tuesday. I want to say that the beautiful people that make up the world, the beautiful people that live in the United States of America, where the United States of America has done so much damage to people of color. Hey, Joshua. Hey, VPG. So when people say, we built this country, yes, we built this country along with Indians, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Hawaiians. Hold on.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you that are parked in the circle drive, you may need to move your car because that's where the food trucks are going to have to park. And they will not be able to get out. So if you are parked in the circle drive, you may need to move your car now if you plan on getting out there. The food trucks have to park there, and once we start serving, no one will be able to get out. Thank you.
Okay, so they are having food trucks today. They're feeding us today. God is good. So back to what I was saying. This country, the United States of America, was built by slaves, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, everybody, Indians. The United States of America took countries, Mexico. So for us, for people to say only black people or slaves built this country, that's not true. Also, we are, everybody is talking about what happened 400 years ago, 300 years ago. First of all, it's like this. I don't know where I come from. I can't associate with no tribe. I don't know where I come from. But I'm not concerned about where all of that stuff. At what point in time will people just start being decent human beings? We see what's going on in the world. We see this. We can come up with so many solutions, but from what I can see is we like to argue too much. We don't like to come up with a solution. No solutions. No solutions. Whew. No solutions. I respect people. I respect everybody. I respect their opinions. I'm not. I'm for all people. If we are flowing with the same energy, Hey, Renrock, if we are flowing with the same energy, it doesn't matter to me what your race, color, creed, democratic, political views. If we are vibing with the same energy, is what I go off with people. Um, you can take somebody like Amber Angel's Truth. We are, she's a whole completely different race. And hey, Tuber Chat, we talk and we have bumped heads on certain things, but we peacefully, respectfully, we understand each other. But the thing that will make you connect with people is it'll be like, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? And so, you know, this YouTube world is beautiful and it's amazing. And when you listen to other people and you go listen to other people's shows and listen to their points of views, boy, it's amazing. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Renrock. Renrock, we elevate. See, at this point in time in my life, I'm 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 trying to go up. The rest of the remaining years on this earth are gonna be making good memories. Good memories. And being around people, um, understanding people, respecting them. If you really respect somebody's opinion and thoughts, you don't have to argue. You don't have to argue. Hey, Jalee, you know, and to those whoever don't believe, you've got that right. But I believe in the higher power. I believe. But I sit back and I listen to people, and the thing I've come up with is y'all want to sit up and and let me see how I want to word this. Okay, whether you believe in God or not, how far have we come? The cycle is still repeating itself. Nothing has changed. So I just need people to help me to understand. Like nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We haven't advanced. We haven't did anything, uh, especially with our race. Especially with our race. Our race of people. They can't. They can't. They can't come together or do anything. So, hey, Prince Pierre. So, whether you believe or if you don't believe, we still haven't advanced. We're still pulling people down. Nobody, nobody wants to communicate. We want to argue. We don't want to like. I'm at this point, and what I've been seeing is America, the United States of America, has screwed over everybody in this world. This country was built on a lie, okay? Yes, slaves, Indians, Mexicans, Hawaiians, Puerto Ricans, everybody make up this United States of America that they stole from. It's not just us. It's not just our people. And so, with that being said, you know, yeah, Prince Pierre, here, I'm going to drop the link for you to come up. And so, the point that I'm trying to make is we sit up and and we will sit up and come up with all kind of theories and things that have happened, but we still have not advanced. You know, the media is still doing the same thing. It actually it's gotten worse. So what is the problem? The problem is we all can't communicate. Nobody's on the same level. Oh, you going down there for the food truck? Yeah.
My carrier was supposed to be at 9:00. I'm tired of it.
What happened?
Who knows?
Mm.
She like continuously.
Okay.
She will. I'll buy another one.
And so I dropped the link, Prince Pierre. So we can sit up all day long and I don't care what happened 400 years ago. I don't know where I come from. All I know is where I'm going. And at this point in my life, I have decided, you know, I'm connecting with people on energy and everything. I communicate with people of all races, color, and creed. We, huh? Right. We, you know, me walking around here.
Hey, Bill, come on.
Oh, look at them. They're playing with each other. He wants his belly rubbed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
And so, from this point, like, where do we go from here? And I'm gonna keep living my life. I'm gonna keep respecting everybody. Um, and I'm gonna keep doing me, and I'm trying to understand, you know, understand and respect other people, you know, because that's how I was raised. And everybody's opinion, and everybody is somebody. You know, everybody is number one. I'm not gonna argue about things that I can't control. I just don't argue and do that. I don't do that. I respect everybody. Everybody is something. This country was built on a lie. Okay, so we don't know. A whole lot of things are coming out. You know, the government has lied to us about so much. The media has controlled us. But just because what they've done, I am not going to dislike a certain group of people. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I do not discriminate due to race, color, creed, none of that. See, that's what they want to do. If they keep us divided and fighting with each other, well, I mean, it's happening right now. You see it, you know. And once everybody could get together and sit down at a table, sit down at a table and say, you know what? Because let me tell you something. America has screwed over everybody. Okay. And so until you can sit down at a table with Indians, Mexicans, Hawaiians, everybody of all race, color, or creed can all sit at a table and everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants the same thing. Everybody has the same concerns. And Gwen, you said it right. Love conquers all. And it does. You know. And we can sit up all day long and say this or that. What happened then? I'm not caught up in that. I'm not. I'm caught up in trying to have a great future with people. Hey, young Briaz, let me speak to some more people. Gwen, oh my God, you right, lover. Hey, Tuber. Hey, Jaleel. Young Briaz, the young rapper from the UK. Hey, Jaleel. Prince Pierre, Soto Science Negroes. Yeah, you know, with our race of people, you know, it is what it is. A lot of people want to say, um, they messed us up. Uh, they programmed us. They did this. No, that was back then. For right now, what are you doing now? See, I wasn't raised on no plantation. I was raised to respect everybody's opinion. Hey, Prince Pierre, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Good morning. Good morning, April.
Good
How you
morning.
been?
I've been doing fine. I'm just trying to do a recap, and just tell people like I can't spend time. Let me mute my mic so you
Let's
can
see what's
talk.
going on.
Prince Pierre,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, let's see. Maybe he'll come back. So I'm not concerned. You know, I didn't live on no plantation. I didn't grow up in slavery days. I don't know nothing about that. I know stories, uh, which I don't base my life on that. I base my life on the now. And so I was raised to respect people. And, hold on.
Hello. What's going on with Mrs.
Hi.
Java's connection?
I'm doing fine. Yeah. Yeah, Angel. I respect everybody who shows respects to others. I didn't live back in the slave days. So I don't, I'm not going to keep keep rehashing all of that. My point is the here and now. Like, what are you doing now? What are you doing now with your life? Everybody knows the difference between right and wrong. It don't matter what God you serve, whatever spiritual. Because at the end of the day, none of that matters. If you are connecting with people, none of that should matter. And it's not gonna matter to me. I don't care what religion somebody serves. I don't care. And I don't and and I don't yeah. And if you don't believe, you have that right to believe, but because I believe does not mean that, hey Jack, how you doing? Just because I believe that don't mean I'm being controlled by something. Because let me tell y'all something. I know, I know for a fact that there is a higher power out there. I know some things that's done happened to me. It was not man. It was some higher power. I know some things that have happened that I could have been in jail or prison. Okay. How you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
Fine. They have the food truck today.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And even even with me being a 2-time breast cancer survivor, surviving streets and the life, I know that there is a higher power out there, because I could have been dead and gone. But for those that don't believe, I respect you. But because I believe does not mean that I don't know what's going on in the world. I know the media, it controls us and try to divide us. I know that I know the government done lied to us about stuff. So the government lied to the whole world with different things. Okay. So just because they lied to us, I'm not getting ready to walk around here and just not like people due to their race, color, or creed. The government lied to all people. All people. And so I'm not caught up. I'm caught up in the now. Right now, here household should be, we love one another, respect each other, do the right thing. You know the difference between right and wrong. Life is gonna be hard. Life is good, but it's gonna be hard. You can have different people come in and prepare you for life, help you with life. Because back when I was coming up, my parents, they come from Mississippi. They were steel workers. It was a lot of things that they didn't know. Hold on.
Good morning, sis, man. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Yak, how it do? What it do?
Man, what it do, man? Man, I'm enjoying this conversation right here. It's definitely much needed. And it's like, man, I'm gonna put a little input on this. And with the
Okay.
when you went with the color line, a lot
Yeah.
of our people, we still get caught up in black and white, from government
Thank
down
you.
to different groups of individuals. We have to update and broaden our today's mentality, our today's vision, and today's what we are allowed to, accept and really
Yeah.
pay attention to. It's like, man, because when it comes to survival in this country, black and white don't matter. It's all about green and them
Thank
colors
you.
and credit
Thank
cards.
you.
Black and white
Thank
don't
you.
mean nothing. It's levels. It's levels of acceptance. It's levels of poverty. It's levels of what they really give a damn about. You understand? It's like,
Mhm.
man, we have to. And as far as the higher power part, I have no specific religion that I fall under, but I know it's a higher power because I'm still breathing today, and I've done enough to not, man, I could be 6 feet under. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Thank
But I
you.
know I
That's
had a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
praying. I had a lot of praying women in my family that prayed for me for decades. And I know, man, I know it's real. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back as a people. We got to get back to, man, we're naturally spiritual. You understand? We're naturally spiritual. All of us are not religious, but most of us, from the roots of us, naturally spiritual. You understand?
Oh,
That's my point of view.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this is a dope conversation. You got love your energy, sis.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. because I'm not gonna be like them other people. You
Yeah.
know.
I,
Hey,
I tell them I
Tamika.
can't. I have a lot of great content that I believe need to be heard. It's better than most,
Hmm.
but it's like I refuse to tap dance or do any of the sucker duck stuff around here to to draw the attention. The people that's supposed to hear it, they gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
It's gonna get to who it's supposed to get to. And man, you can sell your soul in a whole bunch of different ways other than just talking about demons. You understand what I'm saying?
right,
So it's like, and I
right.
refuse to go. You know?
Yeah. And like I was the topic, is the United States of America. The whole was built on a lie. That's number one. And we're not the only people that built this country. The Indians, the Mexicans.
Uh,
America stole from everybody. It's
I
just
tell
not us.
I tell a lot. I have a lot of disputes and well, I can't say disputes, bitter conversations with a lot of people. I would rather not. I'm glad I live here because I have the right to say that this country was built on robbery, rape, and violating individuals. That's what this country was
Right.
built on. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm glad I live in this country where I can speak my mind like that, even though, you know, I don't,
Right.
I'm not waving that red, white, and blue flag respectfully. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? 'Cause I know what it wasn't stitched for my benefit. That's my opinion. Respect everybody else who do, but I look at it in a different light. Take it when you go to the
Right.
Olympics. I'm gonna break it down real quick. When you go to the Olympics, we are the only group of people that don't have our own flag. Think about that. That represent
Mm-hmm.
us as the people. That's what I mean.
Hmm.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
No disrespect towards anybody else with different beliefs. That's just mine. We can agree to disagree, but I respect everybody's opinion. I respect everybody's walk.
Hey, Prince Pierre, you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm in a better area. I was just in a bad spot. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I see the problem with our people. I don't live in the past.
Exactly.
I don't know what tribe I come from. I ain't even trying to hear that stuff no more.
Yeah,
I don't.
it's
That stuff done played out. It's the here and the now. What are you doing in your house? What are you teaching your kids? What are you teaching yourself?
yeah. It was with me sis. It was a gift and a curse. I left home so early. I left home at 14. I've been on my own since I was 14 years old. Never lived back under my mom's since I was 14. It was a, it was kind of it was a gift and a curse because I was too young to be on my own figuring it out. But man,
Mm.
thank you, Lord, I did. But in the process of that, by me leaving Chicago, it taught me how to. It taught me that you have to have more than one face to make it in this country, to make it in different
Hmm.
regions, and to make it and survive around any group of people. You can't just be mad all the time. You can't be kissing ass all the time. Excuse my language. You can't be tap dancing all the time, and you can't be smarter than everybody in the room all the time. You got to have different faces, but be yourself with every one of them transitions. And I learned that. I learned that during my travels. And it's like, man, you can be yourself, but man, it's different parts of you that it should be anyway. You understand what from my point of view, man, learn how to excel and survive in whatever group of people, room, or situation that you in. That was one blessing that I learned leaving Chicago because Chicago is it's tunnel vision. The way I was raised, my family had tunnel vision. Man, I brought my mom to Baltimore when she was scared to go outside. And there were too many white people. Like what the hell? But that was that mentality in that era we grew up in. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's like, I changed the dynamics of my entire family on perception of how they look at things because they had to. You know what I mean? They had to. Man, I'm blind as hell as far as vision, but I see everything. And man, I had to
Yeah.
teach my mind them a whole different dynamics. And man, I really did.
Yeah, and that's what I say with our people. You know, we not we still want to be stuck in that slave mentality, and I'm not gonna be stuck in that. I'm for the here and the now. Like I just if you know this whole country was built on the lie, you wouldn't even hate any race of people.
Yeah. Man, I don't have a racist bone in my body, but I'm a proud black man at the same time. And I
Right,
stand on you
everybody's
don't have to
proud.
respect me,
Right,
but you will not disrespect me. And I stand on that. And that go for any race, creed, or color.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You understand? It ain't no select group that applies to. That applies everybody gets handled accordingly. All the time.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been involved. I've been involved in movements.
Yeah.
I then came with blueprints. When I found that the movement wasn't about no money, okay, this is how I know when you fake. You're talking this empowerment, but you really just talking about empowering whoever the leader is. He ain't talking about empowering no people. He
Mm-hmm.
just want to be the king. He just want to be. He want to be the. He want to be the black white man.
Yeah.
Okay, not saying that black white folks are bad. I'm just saying how they come at it. You just
Mm-hmm.
want to be the person that you despise to be. I
Yep.
don't, because you don't detach yourself from God.
It's a
You
fact.
think you God. You know, it was like back in 2014, it was a saying that they was calling the black woman as God.
Mm-hmm.
And then I end up thinking that, you know, grandma was gone, but I know grandma would have said, you know, she'd have heard it. She said, what you say? The black woman is God. She said, what? Oh, that means you just a punk.
Mm-hmm.
You not no real man, because you ain't gonna go do nothing. You gonna put it all on me. I'm your helpmate last time I checked. Oh, that's
Oh,
called that Bible over there that y'all don't know how to read, you don't know how to study, you don't know how to comprehend it, you don't know how to comprehend it.
and you
Not
don't know how
saying
to break
nobody in
it
this room don't know how to break it down. It's too easy to
down.
break it down now. You
Very.
don't know nothing about Strong's coordinates, you don't know what it's about. They got an app now. You can go get on the app right now. It's called the Coordinates King James Version. All you
Mm-hmm.
gotta do is read it, and they got them words underlined. You can look up every word and what it means, what the Bible talking about. My grandma said this a long time ago. He said some of you people need to put the Bible down because you don't know what you're reading.
Don't
Some
know
of you
what you
going
mean.
out here, you're going out
Man,
here lying. You over here testing it. What I call it test the line.
test the
You
lie.
think you're
Oh my
testifying,
goodness.
but you just testing the lie to see
Yes,
can
sir.
you make it true. You can't test now.
Yes,
Let me
sir.
get into the day. Let me get into the day though.
Preach, bro.
So what I realized is wise people always told me that it's green power.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no black, it ain't no white power, ain't no black power. It's capital. And in the football, in the field we playing, the game here is capitalism. Communism is what got people destroyed in this country.
Yeah, yeah.
Now there was one guy that wasn't a was a capitalist, but he was trying to do something totally different. But at that particular time, it made sense because abroad needed some work done and they was willing to give some land. Well, that's over with. So that doctrine is aged and gone. That's 100-year-old doctrine. That doctrine don't work today.
Who you speaking
Everybody
of?
is,
Who you speaking on, if I may ask?
and that would be Marcus Garvey.
My man, gotcha.
Right. So you know, now his teaching still is relevant today, but you got to know how to modernize it. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
told me a long time ago, we know when you know how to read. When you take whatever you read from the history and you see what's going on today with it. And then can you find the mistakes that they made in that and can you correct it?
Yeah.
And not follow them the same mistakes. Man, these same Nick Rose is trying to do what Marcus Garvey talking about. Man, you ain't going nowhere.
If you really know how to read, you know how to dissect
No,
what's being written
right, you
for you to make
dissect
it
it.
today. If you really know how to read. some people just go over words. You understand? It's,
Yeah.
man, it's a difference between reading and going over words. I was raised up from Chicago. People in Chicago probably. I was raised under Coptic religion. That's the religion my family grew up under, and they believed in Black Jesus. That's the Coptic religion. That's the religion I was raised in.
Mhm.
Empresses, kings,
That's right.
man, you name it. It's like real man, bones. They don't wear crosses. Everything's is staffs and bones, and I respect it. I've seen some powerful men under that umbrella, some powerful women under that umbrella. My mom still go there to this day. My whole family, but
Yeah,
I I don't I don't I
the
don't
set of
I don't
men
di-
called
I
the
don't
deacons
direct
of
to
defense.
I don't direct to one anything. So I go to a
Mhm.
Baptist church, a Catholic church, a Coptic man. I go there for the word.
Yeah,
You
for the
understand what I
truth.
mean? I go there for the word. I don't go off
Mhm.
what man go off for. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? For real. So it's like, man, I have tug of wars with my mom at times because she, it was instilled in me. I still believe. I still believe certain things. Certain man, I believe in the Holy Ghost. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like, man,
Mhm.
some some people know how to fake that shit as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
they
it's like, man,
do.
you got to keep that. You got to be honest with yourself. Everybody that's Bible thumping, man, ain't for you. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't afraid to say that. You know what I'm saying? Some man, our people be too much hush hush. You gotta, man, we ain't gotta pretend like that past okay. Our pastors ain't okay. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta be honest with ourselves. Man, the word says one thing, but it don't say be no fool.
That's right.
You know what I'm
Be no
saying? That's
fool.
my
Well,
perspective.
that's another thing with our people. Like you can't tell them nothing.
Yep.
You can't tell us nothing. We will argue with you. You can present our people with the facts. Like yesterday, I was trying to tell this lady, uh, um, like, they want to say Trump is a racist. I said, well, Joe Biden was one too. He wasn't for integration for the schools and for
Kamala
black
Harris as well. Look, man. She,
Kamala
she,
Harris.
she
But
just can.
y'all love
Look how many
these.
people
But
she put in
y'all love
prison
these people.
specifically from us. Come on, we got to keep it real.
And it's like, and I don't give a damn. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn about either one of them.
Facts.
Okay.
We
But
got to
you
learn to put
can't.
ourselves.
But
We got to learn to
you.
put ourselves
But
in position where we ain't relying on
right.
religion and politics to make us successful. Uh,
Well, they don't.
that shit holds us
They
back, to be totally honest.
yeah, because it's all corrupt and evil.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, man, too many people get attached too hard in religion where they stuck. And man, you can put a thumb on your own shoulder, being too blind to the word. Man, God God had a heavy hand. We got to remember that. It's time, man. He if you read the word, it's times you have to be vicious to make sure the point gets made. We can't pretend, man. Everything ain't you know flowers and fucking feathers around here. If you being real about what you're reading,
Yeah. And then he's a God of all nations,
yes.
which means all races. Uh,
And
you
man,
know. And let me tell you something. Like I tell people, I believe because of the experiences
hmm
I've had. But I'm not. I can still see the real world. I see what's going on out there.
what's clear? I see it clearly.
What's clear?
You
I
know,
can see clearly,
I think
clearly.
as a people, for too long, we tried to pray our problems away. You
Oh
understand?
no.
We man, man, trust him. Man, prayer is a great thing, but we can't. We gotta travel with time. How time? We kept a thumb on our own shoulder. Well, for a long period of time. My opinion is, you see when them white folks went and took over that motherfucking, excuse my language, rolled up in there on them people and kicked them doors down. We should have been did that as a people. At some point, you got to stand for some or keep falling for the same old rhetoric. And that, man, that's something. But the problem is, everybody, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. We don't know how to fall in line and play our position to elevate our people. We keep pulling our own coattails. You know what I mean? Respectfully, that's my opinion. You know what I mean? Respectfully.
And respectfully, I respect that. And respectfully, you know, I'm telling people, you know, all of this stuff, y'all talking about the cycle is still there. We still ain't advanced. So something ain't working. But you know what? I ain't gonna focus on that. I'm gonna focus on the present right now. What can I do right now in this point that's gonna elevate me and anybody else and connect with people that we had the same energy. I don't know, you know, I'm not concerned. I don't know what fucking tribe I come from and shit. All of this stuff. Like that shit is dead and gone.
Yeah. We have to we hang up, we hang out. Too many of our people hang our hat on, man, the white man, the white man, the white man. Man, of course, it was systematically set up a certain way. But for long decades now, we have the white man ain't the one violating and holding our ass back. To me, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm gonna give an example. I was in Baltimore doing street activities. I said, man, let me do something productive with this instead of staying in this lane. I moved back to the crib, Harvey, Illinois, 151st and Dixie Highway, right across from the police station. Open a clothing store.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You get off
I opened a clothing store right in the heart of the hood that I grew up in. I mean, in the heart of the hood that I grew up in. Everybody I know, everybody know Upchurch out there. They rode right past my store when they spent more money but less quality products with the Arabs. Because these everybody I met, that Kellogg, Eric Kellogg, my old gym teacher / crooked ass mayor out there, them in the police department right across the street, dudes I went to school with and everything, robbed my store blind. That's what we do to each other. That's what we do to each other.
We don't support each other. We want to support each other, but we talk about everybody else, but don't nobody want to talk about what we don't do. And we don't support our people.
And the reality of it is with me, people need to understand blood don't always make you family. And sometimes family is a problem. If I'm in any type of situation where I really have to go shake up a room, 2 of my first 5 phone calls is to non-colored people that I know coming up and ain't gonna leave me. I ain't gotta turn around and see if they still there. 2 to 3 of the first 5 phone calls is non-colored folks.
Yeah.
And that's just a fact.
Yeah. And all of this, I don't know where I come from. I don't care. I don't know where I come from. I know where my parents come from and my great-grandparents, and that was from Mississippi. And I'm just not concerned with all of that stuff. People need to.
My roots from Mississippi. I know my granddaddy was he picked cotton. He was a slave. We had to teach my granddaddy how to write his name, how to count, everything. You understand? Yeah. So the dynamics of the roots that I come from, I totally understand. But I can't lower my mentality hanging on to that shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's like, man, my granddaddy, he started there, but my granddaddy, when he passed away, he owned his home. He owned his own business. He retired from Dolly Madison Donuts. You know, so he didn't let that shit hold him back. So what the hell do I look like? His grandson still letting that hang on to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you gotta. It's survival of the fittest, man. If you gonna sit there and just accept what they allow you to get, We ain't gonna never make it. You know what I mean? My stepdad, well, my dad, let me rephrase that. My dad, man, as a kid, we was like, John, can I have some money? He would say, shit. But he would leave. He would come back. He'd have peanut brittle,s coconut bars, stuffed animals, towels, soap, bags of peanuts. He'd put our ass down at 79th and Stony Island, 95th, and make us get out there. And he taught us how to earn an honest buck. And we out there embarrassed his head right on 147th and Dixie, because niggas, they go to school with us sinners. But we so mentally fucked. Brain fuck for real, excuse my language. We was backwards, thinking backwards. We flipping all these products. He break it down and pay me and my brothers, take the rest, go flip and re-up. And go re-up for us, and we at it again. We embarrassed though, but we got a pocket full of money at shorties. You know what I'm saying? The mentality that we instill in our people, like, man, owning your own, and man, self-independence, where we lose that at. That's a good thing. Not waiting on somebody to give you something. That's where we went wrong, man. Come on. The reality of it is, public aid fucked the whole couple generations of us up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember clearly Project Stateway Guard. They telling my mama couldn't no man be there. You know what I mean? They come in there checking out how to make sure ain't no man clothes there. That's why too many of us brothers got hung out there to dry, being raised by women. And trust me when I say this, my mama, when they say a woman can't raise no man, I disagree with that. And my mama raised 3 solid ones. You know what I'm saying? For real. But with that being said, everybody can't have that mentality to make that shit happen. The problem is too many young men sitting around women conversations, listening to the woman violate the baby daddies, throw their clothes out, throw dishes, cuss their ass out. Now these little fucktards out here, instead of throwing dishes, they throwing bullets because they got a lot of feminine, hyperactive ass ways.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
Just my opinion, though.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm you know, this teaching Tuesday, I'm telling people I'm not stuck in what happened. I didn't live in them days. I don't know. I'm not hung up on that. That stuff is not gonna worry me.
Yeah,
I'm here for the present and the now. And I like all people, whoever I connect with. You know,
I like who like and respect me. I'm not gonna violate another race just because they're another race and allow my race to fester my ass up and put me on the summer jam screen. And excuse me to the chat if I seem a little aggressive. I just mean what I say. So I, you know what I mean? I get into it. I really mean what I say out of my mouth. You know what I mean? That's all it is. But I can't help it. I got a raspy voice. It seems a little aggressive, but that's the only way I know, people. So anybody take it wrong, I apologize. Hit it, fans.
Yeah. And so I love all people, all races. I'm not living in the past. I don't know what tribe I come from. I don't sit up and base my life on all of that stuff that happened in the past. I'm living for the now. And that's what I say. Some people can't advance because of that mentality. You can't advance.
If you think the only people you are going to ever be able to tolerate, deal with, and circumference yourself around is hoodologists, because that's you grew up in the hood, you ain't gonna make it in this country. You gotta learn how to have open dialogue with everybody. You gotta learn how to walk into a room, and you might be the anomaly in that damn room. But you gotta learn how to chin up, chest out, stand firm, and speak with a respect of authority and make them understand that you there just like they is. Just like they is, man. Too many of us drop out that head when the temperature changed in the room. Man, I'm not walking around with my head down for nobody.
Yeah. Well, we like to argue too much. We don't want to, that's why we can't get ahead and have no solutions, because we so stuck or just because somebody don't believe or they're Democrat and Republican, that ain't got nothing to do with folks coming together. If I say I wanna, I need the community to back me up and do something. If we're trying to do something for the kids or do anything, you gonna need everybody's help.
Everybody.
And then when you go, when you go for a loan or you go before these people for money, they not asking you what religion you are, what political views. They looking at what you proposing to them.
And Scorpio Mama, excuse me, says, you are totally correct. We have to remember the past. That's we totally have to remember the past because it's a group of individuals, no matter what, that will kill you strictly because of the color of your skin in different regions around this country. I've been in places like that. You understand? So we have to remember that is a stone cold fact. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we can't monitor ourselves and avoid progression hanging on to that shit. Somebody got to shake the room up at sometimes. Sometimes you got to remind their ass as well, I got the right to protect myself and my family just like you do. And we'll air this motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? Man, too many of us then took our own advantage where we felons, where we can't carry firearms. That ain't their fault. That's our fucking fault. You understand, man? You got the right to protect yourself no matter who it is. You know what I mean, man? Anybody. Everybody gets handled accordingly. I don't care who it is. And disrespect and violations is not tolerated by nobody. And you got the right to, man, I'm not afraid to say it. And I'm not afraid to shake up the room and show your ass that I made it. Because I'm never going to do it to you first.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody, I'm black, I'm proud, Hey, I go to Irish parades when they turn the city green, like I just got respect for all people. I understand what happened years ago, but I'm in the now. I'm in the now.
It's like, man, we got to remember this. All white folks didn't try to keep us slaves, and all niggas didn't want us free. You understand? That's a reality. It was some color folk that, man, was worse than some of them white folks. It was some color folks that gave our women that snatched our women and took them to these motherfuckers that be violated. So, man, we ain't. A lot of us men, generationally, has let our women down. That's just a stone cold fact, and we got to be honest about that. You know what I mean? For real. I'm not afraid to say it. I have debates about a lot of situations, but because we can debate and agree to disagree. Change my mind if you can, but I got a real good idea. I probably can change yours as well. You understand? It don't have to be a fight just because we have a disagreement. It's that's man. Let's talk about it. And ain't nothing wrong. The problem is too many of us, we was raised hush hush. Can't say certain stuff. You can't say this because they the elders. Yeah. You can't, man. The hell with that because they the elders. Too many of our uncles and granddaddies should have been violated, infested, and eradicated up out the neighborhood. And they done raped and did some more shit all around it and still sitting there Sunday dinner. Get the hell out of here. But can't nobody say nothing. Hey, come on. I don't come from that mob.
My point exactly. You hit it right on the head. We will sit up and know these people ain't shit, but y'all still go around them. Or what happens in this house stays in this house.
Stays in this house, man.
And that's why we got so many messed up people too. Because they couldn't talk about what happened to them. So much trauma.
Trauma is real.
And that trauma that made these people where they scared to talk or tell, you
Yeah,
know,
you can't.
and so
If
they're traumatized,
yeah,
or that
if you want to talk about somebody's flaws,
they think
talk about
some of
the whole
this shit is
situation and why they
normal.
have those flaws. Some people don't know no other way to deal with that trauma that they can't verbally let out, so they numb themselves. You understand? Some people are just put themselves on in danger, in harm's way, just man, because they don't know no other way about dealing with it. Cause family, man, the family I come from, you can't say certain stuff. Man, get the hell up out of here. If you don't want me to say it, should have been done. I shake the room up because they look at poor little dig. That dude been gone a long damn time ago. Y'all bet, man. I'm not that same kid that clumsy kid with the bifocals that was real. You know what I mean? Timid. I'm not that kid anymore. It took my family a long time to understand that. They were still perception ain't always reality. I am who I am, but I'm a different man today, and I stand on that. And I had to make my family understand that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I say. That's another thing. We'll sit back and wait a minute. You know, I done learned so much stuff. You know, so much stuff that was going on with different families. And then you motherfuckers put these people on a pedestal?
Yeah.
No. They need to be called out for their bullshit.
Call their ass out. And my mom.
But no, we gonna keep it in the family. No. If that was the touchy feely cousin, everybody jump on
Everybody should know. Everybody should know. My mom asked me a few years ago. We was having these type of discussions, and she was like, "Big," because man, my brother. It was four of us. My two older brothers and my younger sister. Situations happen with every one of them except me.
Are you going in and out?
Hold on one second. Yeah, and she asked me, she said, "Are you sure?" She was like, "Man, are you sure nothing ever happened?" I said, "I'm positive nothing ever happened to me." But it was like, I didn't realize it at the moment, but my two older brothers had been through situations and they protected me. You know what I'm saying? They protected me. And it's like, man, I was gone where I wasn't there to protect my little sister. But it's like, man, my mom, she, because I was a timid kid. I was very quiet, shy, meek as a child. And you know what I mean, man? I learned I had to change everything about myself on my own, how to survive. But I always wanted to ask you that. I said, man, nothing ever happened to me. Thank you, Lord. But man, my brothers made sure that what happened to them didn't happen to me. Can you hear me, sis? Hold on, let me drop out. I'm gonna come back up.
Okay, everybody. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Hey, Yawaba. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think the internet went out. Hey, Scorpio Mama BOM. But anyway, y'all, they're have serving fridge for us today, you know, since, you know, we were out of our apartments for a month. But Scorpio mom, yeah, the internet, yes, we gotta hold people accountable. Let me just go through these comments. Dang, I hate the internet messed up. But yeah, in our with our people, we were trained. Whatever goes on in this house stays in this house. It's a lot of things we don't address, and it's been generational curses of this. But anyway, y'all, the internet messed up and went out, and I've got to jump in the shower and go downstairs and have lunch. Hey, Christina's World, Uwaba, Scorpio Mama, BOM, I bring it every day. Christy's World, Angel, my beautiful Tamika, Lisa, Yak. Okay, Yak says he's in a rough area. And so, okay, it wasn't you, because I rebooted because I thought maybe it was my internet. So yeah, there are a lot of things that we need to discuss and bring to the forefront and with our people. And that is, we don't hold nobody accountable for nothing. Nothing. VOM, T-Cat, Melanate Queen, Uwaba, my son, yeah, Jailer, Tuber Chat, Rin Rock, everybody. See, yeah, so I'm gonna end the show, and maybe we could do a show on it, you know, because the shows I try to do, I try to talk about the things that people don't want to talk about. We so messed up, you know. Why we so messed up in our community, or even in families and stuff, you know. I want to talk about how mothers, when they treat some kids different and better, how that messes with them. You know, I want to talk about real issues. And I'm going to